Ooh, Ageless Balance. I'm Ron. Let us get started with just a nice, easy march. A march, arms up, shoulder blades back, chest out. Find your neutral position. You want to make sure that the shoulders and ears are in alignment with the hips. As you bring the shoulder blades back, squeeze them together, and then just let them drop. Let them go right underneath the ears. First thing we're going to do is just tap out and out. Switch sides, out and out. Not bad, not bad at all. Push the arms out with it. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Rotate the hand as you go. Push and push. Out and out. We're going to go off to the side. Same thing. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Drive that hand out as the leg goes out to the side. Tap the toe. Pick the foot up. Heel first. Off the ball of the foot. And push. Another side. A few more times. Out. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go back in time. Arm back with the toe tap. As that toe goes back, so does the arm, bending at the elbow, but then start bringing that arm up behind you just a little bit more. A little more swing on the arms as you go. Don't lean all the way forward here. You get a little forward lean, but not a whole lot. You want to get these shoulders warmed up a little bit, but we're going to do a lot with the lower body. So first thing is just a nice, easy out and back. Stand that same leg, bring it out and back. We're going to go different directions with it. This is just starting. We'll put them all together eventually. Out and step back. Step out, step back. Really concentrate. Heel up, toe tap, and back in, out, and back. We're going to go off to the side, so it's up and out. Rotating the hip. Pick the leg up, bring it out to the side, and back in. Up and out, and in. Out, and in. How easy is that? And bring it back. So you're really working on here is that ability to be able to pick that leg up and turn it to the side, keeping you in the middle, keeping your weight balanced. And back in, out, and in. Step it back, and up, out, and back up. Nice and easy, staying on that single leg, that same leg, single leg. This one, just that one, not all of them. Not both of them. Step back and up, out, and up. Next one we're going to do is up and around to the side, back up, and bring it back. So we're picking that leg up, twisting as we go without turning the hips. We're not rolling the whole body out that way. Do that, you start tripping on the feet. You want to pick that leg up and step out. You're still right here. You're still looking forward. Bring it back and in, up and out, and in. Out and in. This one is really the hardest one. A lot of people, when they trip, they go, I don't know, my feet just got tangled up. That's because they're not lifting that leg up. They're not bringing the hip around or the leg within the hip socket, getting a flat stop and then back again, pulling the core back, bringing everything back into the middle and back, out, back to the march, other side, just that front toe tap first. And back, out, and back. We're moving. We're moving. I said there was going to be movement in this. In, out, in, and out. We're going to bring it up and around and back. Leg goes out. Leg comes back. Don't turn the hips. Don't be looking out at the side. You want to keep the torso forward because that's where your balance is, right here between the legs. And back, out, and back. Feel the floor underneath the foot on that stationary leg. You want it to be flat. You want ball of the foot to the heel, inside to out. Step it around, bring it back in. A little more flexibility in that hip when you get doing this a few times. And now backwards, back and up, back and up. Step back, bring it up, out and in. Okay, it's going to go over the top and to the other side this time. So it's up and around and bring it back. Pick it up, turn the foot, step it out, and straighten out again. So you're always looking to bring yourself back to the middle. This is the important piece right here, that you can get yourself back to center, back over the legs into your stable position, your neutral position, and back, out and back, around, bring it back, and you're there. Back to just a march. We're going to go into a split stance, real easy. Heel up, ball the foot up. Just a nice, easy rocking horse here. Arms with it. Here we go. Back and up, back and up. To the heel, to the toe, toe up, heel up. Keep yourself upright, knees bent just a little bit. If you shift weight, if the weight gets shifted on you, if you trip, you need to bring it back to center. Again, these are all about weight shifting. Back and up, back and up. Other side. If I'm going too fast, take it at your pace. You don't have to take my pace. The other thing is if you need it, grab a chair. Out and back. Just feel yourself being comfortable with this motion, with this movement. Even if you're holding on to a chair, you're still teaching the brain. This is what it feels like to go back. This is what it feels like to go forward. You need to bring me back to center every time that happens. Remember, you don't control your balance. Your brain controls your balance. It has to do the job because you don't have time to think about it. Back and up, back and up. All right. Other foot forward, going back to the other side again. Stagger step, stay right there. What we're going to do is work the head, work the vestibular system with this vestibular system. So what you want to do is be able to move the head around in a wider stance, any stance, but you want to be when you're moving, being able to turn your head to the side and bring it back. Real easy, just turn the head, keeping everything else forward. You can look to the side. What happens is we like to turn our entire body to look to the side. You want to work just the neck over and bring it back without getting dizzy. So it's out and back, out. You can take your time, looking right straight out in front of you as you do this. Out and back, out and back. Other side, same thing. Looking out over to the other shoulder and back in, out. A little bit of movement through those legs if you want. You can even, if you're comfortable with it, you can go up on that heel and take it to the side, out to the toe, out to the heel. If you're comfortable doing that, it's a lot harder. Otherwise, it's just feet flat on the floor, knees bent, and over, and we're good. Make it just a little bit harder. This one you're going to take and look down at the floor. Be careful with this one. Get a few of them in first, down and up, looking right in front, down and back up. For me, even with this one, for the first few I do, a lot harder to hold my balance when I look down and then back up again, down. So when you're walking, you need to be able to do that. You need to be able to scan in front of you. You're looking down and up all the time. Otherwise, if you're just looking straight out in front, you could trip. You don't want to do that. Down and up. So you need to be able to do it without losing your balance. All right, hardest one yet is up and back, to the ceiling and back, out and back. Let the eyes go up and back down again. Looking at the ceiling, looking at right out in front of you. Up and back down, up and back down. Side to side. We're going to go over and over. Whoa, not moving. I'm not. Let's try that again. Over one shoulder, taking it to the other side and back. Whoa. And to the side. This is hard. This is not an easy one. Again, it takes the brain a little bit to catch up with this. Over and back. One more time. And take it there. All right. Hardest one. Up to the ceiling, down to the floor. So you take it up and down all the way. Coming up, going down, and up. Take your time with it. The eyes scan all the way down, down, and back up. Head moves. Up, down, and up. All right. So we took that movement earlier with that heel and toe. Let's try to go into a little more intense movement, holding onto the chair, bringing the toe up, and then bringing the heel up. So it's back and up, back. Forward, weight shift back. Toe up, foot up. If you can get the foot up, hold it there just for a count. Don't just swing back and forth. Bring it up, make the muscles work all the way through that torso, all the way down into the hips, legs, ankles, toes grabbing onto the floor and back, forward and back. Now we're going to take the other side, same thing. When you switch sides, give yourself just a little bit of time. Takes the brain just a little bit to figure out that you switch sides. Back and up, back, forward. A couple more times, take it back and go up. One more. Front foot off the floor. Ooh, back foot off the floor. All right. Now we're going to put the two together. If at all possible, give it a shot. Hold on to the chair if you need it. We're going to take in that stagger step, heel up, looking off to the side, heel back, or toe up, heel up, looking just right out in front of you, and center, out and back. This may be a little much. Grab onto the chair. What you really want to do here is get the brain used to being able to look to the side and to the front, being able to scan and back, out and back. Switch sides, legs change, and go forward, looking out and back. Bring the toe up, bring the heel up, use the chair if you need it. Out to the side, turn the head, not the torso, and back in, out and back, over, whoa, and back. All right, a little different. We're not going to turn the head this time. We're going to shift weight. Excuse me. So stepping forward, arms out, reach, and bring it back in. If you want, start out with the heel up and back. Reach out, not taking the whole body out. Heels off the floor. Hold the balance here. Front leg, little bend in the knee, and bring it back to center. Out. If you can get that back foot off the floor a little bit, perfect. If you can't, you can't. Then just go to that toe. If that's where your balance is at, that's where it's at. It'll get better. Out and back in. Reach, hold, and bring it back. Other side, same thing. Front foot, your balance foot, out and back in, out. The more rock you get into it, back, the harder it is to stop that motion, stop that momentum, out and back in, out and back. Switch the legs back again. Over that extended front leg, just reach to the side and bring it back in. So bring the arms across, hips are forward, and bring it back in, out, reach, and bring it back in. Couple more times. Knees stay forward, hips stay forward, just reaching out, turning the torso, and bring it back in. Last one, out, and back in. Other side. These are great rotational stretches as well. Reaching that cross arm over, find your balance, and bring it back in, out. Want to throw the little rocking horse into it. Makes it just a little more intense again. In, out, in, and reach out, in, and back. Same thing, except this time, as you come back, reach over the shoulder and bring it back in. Over, turn the head, looking up, and back down. Toe up, rotate, bring it back in. If you need to, single arm, hold the chair, turn. We're trying to teach the brain how to twist, how to turn, how to make that pivot without getting dizzy. Up and back, last one, over and back. Other side, same thing. So go forward. As you come back, arms across, you're reaching out, looking that way, and bring it back. Out and back. reach. Coming back on that back foot, toes up off the floor in the front, or that one's really hard. As you come back, bring the foot up off the floor, hold, and back down. Don't have to do that. That's up to you. And back down. So then you have momentum and a rotation at the same time. That's really tough. Last one we're going to do with the balance is getting into a stagger step here. So you got tandem step, sorry, heel to toe. First out, just reach the arms out and bring them back in. So get the feet flat on the floor, knee or heel to toe. They don't touch. You got just a little bit of separation between the two. Knees are bent. Feel the floor underneath the feet. Reaching out and bring it back in again. Out, roll the shoulders and bring it back. See if you can get just a little bit of a momentum in there, a little motion back and forward. Maybe bring the heel up off the floor, toe up off the floor. What we're doing is we're limiting the base. We're making it a smaller base underneath, challenging the core to work harder, the legs. You're going to feel all sorts of work in the quadriceps, in the ankles, back and up. Other side, starting out with just finding your balance in the tandem stance. This is the one we use when we're in the aisles, whether it be a church or it be a theater, whatever you're in, and you've got to get down that really narrow aisle. So starting out with that tandem stance first, get used to being there, holding it, and then you can start doing a little rocking once you get into it. And back, up. Hold on to the chair if you need it. It is always there for you. Out and back in. Reach out. Bring it back. Last one out. Last one out. Turn off the lights. We're done with that. Grab a drink of water. On we go to the next piece. You'll still be standing. You'll still be standing. We're not going to sit down yet. It's all those great exercises for lower body strength. It's them. Going to add a little bit to it, but really want to work on getting those hips strong, thighs, getting down into the legs and the ankles. All of this will help as well keep the knees straight. You want to keep those joints lined up so you're not putting stress on just a piece of that joint. You want it to be the weight distributed all the way through it when you make your moves. All right, first thing you're going to do, just bring the foot up. That's it. Leg up, get as high as you can. Hold it there. Make sure everything's in alignment. Knee, toe, hip on that up leg. Stationary leg, you've got the little bend in the knee. You're in the ball of the foot to the heel. And bring it down. Other side, same thing. Up and back down. As you go down, go nice and slow. Keep the core tight. You're going to hit the ball of the foot first. And then coming on the heel, other side. Up. Straight. And back down. Bring it up nice and slow. Shoulder blades are back. Don't lose your neutral position. It's really easy to lean forward on this one. And back down one more time each side. Take it slow. Feel the hip flexors working to lift. Quadriceps working to bring that leg up. And down, last one. Up. Squeeze those muscles in the front. Bring it back down. Just a straight leg lift this time. Out front. A little bend in the knee. Shoulder blades are back. Find your balance. And back down again. Again, working specifically the hip flexor on this one. Up. That lifts that entire leg up. And back down. Quadriceps keeps that lower leg out a little bit, but you always want to have a bend in that knee. And back down, tap the toe, bring it back up again. Nice and slow up. Hold once you get it up there and back down. How high you can bring the leg up, that's you. That is all about you, what you can do, what those hamstrings will give you, how strong these muscles are in the front. Remember, whatever you're able to do now, keep doing these because you will get higher. You'll be able to do more. You'll have a greater range of motion. Up and back down. Other side. Same thing. Bring it up. Make sure you're right over that stationary leg. Hips straight. Tap. Back up. And down. This is one of those motions, climbing stairs. lifting your foot up over a curb, getting over anything, being able to avoid an obstacle by stepping over it. You need to have the strength in the leg to pick it up and back down one more time. Up, hold, and back down. All right, out to the side, other leg, toe forward, heel out, and bring it back in. Out. Squeeze those muscles in the side of the butt, those medial glutes, lifting that leg out, toe forward, legs are in the same plane, and back in, bring it out. Lead with that heel. Feel those muscles working in the butt, right back there, and in the side of the hip. And down one more time. Out, hold, and back in. Other side. Feeling this. Feeling this. That's why these are so important. No matter how many times I do them, I can always, every time I do it, I have to get my hips realigned, make sure I'm keeping them straight, getting those muscles to strengthen up in the position that we want the hips to be when we move. And in, out. We're strengthening up that neutral posture. So we go right to it. So we keep our alignment every time we walk. And back in, out, lead with that heel. All the muscles working on the outside of the hip and in. Out. Bring it back one more time. Take it out to the side. This other hip working. And back in. All right. Reverse. Same thing. Lifting the leg. We're using the muscles in the back here in the hamstrings, upper hamstrings, lower glutes. Up. Tap the toe. Little bend in the knee. Shoulder blades are back. Ears over the shoulders and down. Feel those muscles working. Up and back. You should feel them pulling that leg up. Remember, muscles short or muscles pull. They contract, shorten up, lifting that leg and back down. Up. Keep your torso upright and back down one more time. Bring it up. Hold it and back down. Oh my gosh. Other side, same thing. Back and down. Torso stays straight. You're above that stationary leg. You're not leaning forward. You're keeping the shoulder blades back. Out. You want to really feel these muscles working in that back chain. Out and in. Bring it out. Nice and tight squeeze. A little bend in the knee. And down 2 more times. Bring it up. Last one. Last call. Right there. Ooh, and back. Hamstring specific. Lifting that lower leg up. The thighs stay side by side. And back down. Tap the toe. Bring it back up again. Things to think about. Torso being upright, shoulder blades underneath, or shoulders underneath the ears. Using just this muscle in the back of the leg to lift that lower leg. Holding it and back down. Again, however high you can come up, that's where you stop. Give it one last squeeze, bring it up just another inch and back down again. Up, squeeze, and back down. Again, this is lifting the leg. You need to be able to lift the toe. You need to be able to lift the heel. This helps that. And back up. Because you don't want to shuffle when you walk. It's not dragging the feet on the floor. All right, other side, same thing. Bring the heel up. Heel to the butt. Knees pointed towards the floor. And back down. Bring it up. Squeeze that stationary leg. Little bend in the knee. And down. Up. Hold. And release. Couple more times. Up. And back down. Last one. Up. And back down. Up on the balls of the feet, working the calf muscles. Roll the shoulder blades back. Find your neutral position. Remember, as you come up on the balls of the feet, keep the torso right over the top. Don't put the weight in the toes and make sure you can feel the ball of the foot all the way across the floor and back down. So those toes will grip into the floor, but you're not using them to hold the weight of your body. You're just using them for balance. And down, up, Squeeze those muscles in the back of the legs and the back of the lower legs. And back down again. Bring it up. Get up as high as you can. Hold up there. And back down. So the reason we're holding on to the chair and not doing it, trying to balance, is because I really want to work on the strength of the muscles, not on the balance. Balance comes with the strength. One comes with the other. All right, toe raise, up. Again, little bend in the knee, not pushing the butt back. Right up here, keeping yourself in neutral position, toes come up. This is really uncomfortable for a lot of people. Even holding onto a chair, it's really uncomfortable, which is good. That's what we're shooting for, is to get you used to this feeling. So when you do get moved backwards, if something happens that you do get weight shifting backwards, brain knows what to do immediately instead of freaking out, and you fall backwards on the back of your head. And back down. Bring it up. And down. One more time. Toes up. Feel the muscles working in the front of the legs, front of the lower legs, lifting the toes up, lifting that foot up, and then dropping it back down again. I want to do a squat, a good squat. I want to do a really good squat. So get yourself up to the chair, hands on the back of the chair, and drop right straight down, keeping the knees over the balls of the feet at the farthest. So the knees go forward just a little bit, shoulders stay back, chest stays out. Again, this is a lot of discomfort for a lot of people. Weight shifting into the heels. Roll and push back up. This is the way to prevent yourself from hurting your knees. Down, hurting your back. Again, you lift something, you push up through the balls of the foot to the heel and drive up, mostly in the heel. Back down, keep the hands on the chair, keep the shoulders back, chest out, and push back up. You should feel that in the quadriceps, heavily in the quadriceps. We're not used to that. We don't have the strength in those big muscle groups like we're supposed to. Get used to pushing right straight up through the foot using the big muscle groups. And do a whole lot more with it when you do that. Down. And back up. We're going hard. We're going hard for just you two. Stagger steps. Stagger steps. Front leg, knee is over the ankle. Back foot is parallel. So back foot should not be in some other direction. It should be in alignment with the front foot. How wide you go is up to you. That's where your balance comes from. If you're having problems right here and you've got the feet 6 inches apart, side to side, and you're having problems with balance, get it out a little wider. All right, we're going to take that back leg. Come right straight down, bringing the heel down on the back leg. Roll the hip, roll it forward, squeezing the muscles in the butt, and come up. Let's go the other way with this. Keep going. We're not changing. I'm just changing direction. Down, roll the hip. All the work is done in this back leg. Squeeze and bring it up. Back down. Again, toes on the floor, but not weight bearing. All the weight happens in the ball of the foot as you come up. You're hinging off that spot. Down, roll the hip, squeeze the muscles, and up. Keep the hand on the chair to keep the shoulder blades back. Otherwise, you're going to lean into this. Nose to the floor. You don't want that. Right straight up. Focusing glutes and hamstrings on that back leg. And bring it up. One more. Take it down. Roll, bring it up. Now other side. Foot back. Parallel. Knee over the ankle on the front leg. Find your positioning first. Make sure you've got a good neutral position. Nice solid stance. Foot's flat on the floor. Don't let that knee buckle or flare out. So it's down. Roll the hip. Squeeze that muscle coming up. Back down. Heel goes down. You roll the hip forward. Just bring it up, keeping that knee over the ankle on the front leg. And then lift that heel up as you lengthen out the leg and back. And down. What you're doing is shortening up these muscles in the back of the leg, bringing that knee up, working that calf to bring the heel up, and back down. Roll, squeeze, coming right straight up. and back down. These are mobility stability muscles, huge muscle groups. These are some of the biggest muscle groups you have. We are using all of those to strengthen them up. We need those to be strong. They compensate for the other muscle groups as they start to get weaker. We work all the muscles, but we really need the big muscle groups to work strong, work hard. Down, roll, and excuse me, back up again. All right, we should sit down. You can just sit down. You don't have to do sit to stands. Grab a drink of water. We'll stretch to finish out. little seated stretching. My feet aren't on the floor. There we go. Come out, excuse me, come out to the edge of the chair. Find your neutral positioning first, ear over shoulders. First thing I wanted you to do is, and just to get this positioning, is roll the shoulder blades back, opening up the chest, and then relax them and let them hang right at the side. They should fall naturally right underneath the ears. And let's get the legs apart. We worked the quadriceps, hip flexors, hips a lot, so we're going to stretch them out. Hands on the thighs coming forward. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs outside of the hips. Don't come down very far. Keep the chest out, chin up, and drive through the hands. Don't use the back to pull yourself back up again. Push through the hands. Again, down. See if you can get just a little deeper this time. Feel a little better stretch. Going through the butt, into the back of the thighs. Down, down, down. And up. Arms right down in front. Roll the shoulders towards the floor. Keep the chin above the chest, but let the head drop a little bit. Let the shoulders roll towards the floor. Weight is in the ball of the foot to the heels. Bring the hands up onto the thighs and push yourself back up again. Right there. And grab onto the back of the chair, opening up the chest. Deep breath in, shoulder blades are back, chest is out. And exhale as you bring the arms forward into that cat-cow. Rolling the shoulders forward, stretching out the upper back. Again, grabbing onto the back of the chair, chest is out. Deep breath in, pushing the stomach out, and exhale, coming forward. Fingers intertwine, palms to the ceiling. Roll the shoulder blades back, chest is out. Deep breath in. We're going to do a side bend. So exhale, bringing that arm up over the top. Feel the stretch through the triceps, through the shoulder, through the top of the arm. Lower arm, forearm, they call that thing. Use that top hand to bring you back up on top. Other side, the forearm. The two forearms. Reach over. Deep breath in. Get a little extra stretch through the rib cage. Bring yourself back up on top. And arms down to the side. Shake that out. Hand on the outside of the thigh, going into a rotation. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Back arm does the work. Back arm does the movement. Around, bringing the torso with it. Hips stay straight. Knees stay straight. No shift through the tailbone or through the sits bones. Shoulders rotate. And bring it back to center. It's a great stretch all the way up the spine, through the chest. It's just a great stretch for the entire upper body. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Now, I've been told that people say that we're not supposed to do that stretch. I was told not to do it. You're told not to do it if you don't do it right. If you do it correctly, shoulder blade back, or you have some special condition that doesn't allow for that rotation through the back, then don't do this. If you feel any pain whatsoever, stop immediately. Readjust. And coming back. And if that stretch doesn't work for you, if it's too much and it's too intense, you can take and just bring the hands up to the chest and rotate through the shoulders, keeping the shoulder girdle right straight across, straight line as you come around. And roll it. You feel that more in the upper back, not so much in the middle of the back, but that's what you need to do for your body. Then that's what you do. Bring it around to the other side. Same thing. Or elbows up. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want with those arms. Bring it around. Torso follows. Shoulders stay straight. And then bring yourself back to center. just like that. Arms up overhead, push the shoulder up and bring it back down. Want to get some rotation through that shoulder, want to get some stretch, a little flexibility, warming up those muscles. Up. Warmer we can get those joints, the more fluid you're going to have in them, the less they're going to hurt. Push it up, rotate the hand as you go up and around, up and around, hands down to the side, roll the shoulder blades back, chest is out, bringing the shoulders right up underneath the ears, right straight up, looking forward. Don't let your shoulders go forward or your chin come down to the chest. You want that alignment, bring it right straight up. Working these muscles through the shoulders, all the way up to the neck, to the base of the neck. Up, roll them back down. Pull the hands, pull the arms down, use those muscles on the outside of the upper back. Up, squeeze it, and bring it back down. Palms forward, arms out, shoulder blades back into a cactus. Chest is open, shoulder blades are back. We're going to roll the elbows together in front. Squeeze it, push up overhead. Feel the stretch going all the way through the arms, the shoulders, the upper back. As you come down again, bringing those elbows together, hands out to the side, arms out, elbows out, and bring the elbows down to the side of the torso, hands in, external rotation for those rotators, bring it back, opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Back to center a couple more times. Bring it out. Deep breath in and back one last time. Out and down. Shake that out. We're going to reach out and touch someone. Shoulders right straight out or hands right straight out. Shoulders roll forward. Your torso doesn't. Feel the stretch through the upper back and bring it back in. Same thing, feet apart, putting a hip hinge in there. So coming down through the hips, keeping the back straight, neutral position, little curve in the lower part of the back. Hands up to help bring you back to upright seated, pushing through the feet. One more time, hands down, reach forward. Shoulders as forward as they'll go, stretch it out, bring it back in and down, shake that out. Last one to stretch out the arms, fingers intertwined, feet apart, push right down the middle. Get as much stretch as you can through the fingers, through the hands, that goes up into the wrists, into the forearms, inside of the arms. Stretch we don't get very often, and we need it. Again, joints tighten up. Bring it up one more time, push down. If we don't keep them moving, they will not move. The less you use them, the less you'll be able to use them. So you want to keep that stretch through them. And bring it back up. Shake it out. We're going to go with a couple deep breaths. So arms underneath the thighs. That hip hinge, pushing up through the feet, bring the shoulder blades back. Arms up overhead, deep breath in. Through the nose, pushing the stomach out. And exhale, bring it down. One more time, bring it up overhead, shoulder blades back, deep breath in. Push the stomach out and exhale, bringing the arms down. Hi, Nancy. How are you? It's you and me. We're done. We're done. That's it.